Introverts gift. I'm an introvert. Leave me alone. Like phrases give world to the impression that our introvert world is an orientation defined by what we lack. We dislike crowds and loudness, or sometimes we don't like other people. It's evident when we take a closer look that extroversion gets to be defined by what it is, but introversion is often defined by what it isn't. This led not only people but also introverts themselves to turn a blind eye or be ignorant about the rare gifts of introversion. Introverts bring a bounty of gifts to the table. Introverts are not lamers or antisocial. They simply are more focused on the inner world of ideas and concepts, evident by brilliant minds like Sir Isaac Newton and Albert Einstein. Have a high sense of innovation creativity. As Albert Einstein said, the monotony and solitude of a quiet life stimulates the creative mind. While extroverts rely on stimulations from the outside world, introverts turn to their inner world of fantasy and imagination, which is a very powerful place, almost like a vast ocean of energy. Imagination being the birthplace of all great works of science, art, and expeditions, it provides the standing fact that most of gifted writers, innovators, researchers, athletes, and artists tend toward the introverted end of the spectrum. J.K. Rowling, Warren Buffett, Meryl Streep, Steven Spielberg, Elon Musk, and the two greatest scientists, Albert Einstein and Sir Isaac Newton, are only a small sample of the famous introverts that made the world a more colorful, comfortable, and opportunistic place to live in through their gifts and talents. When they decide to go, they go with the power of bursting engines. According to Olson Laney, introverts are geared towards intense study and expertise because the dominant brain pathway that they use allow them to focus and think critically about things for a while. For Elon Musk, Michael Jordan, and Susan Kinto have accomplished what they have in each of their fields, it would require the laser-sharp focus that only an introvert could muster. Whether on science, basketball court, or in the writing world, when introverts decide to go for it, they go all the way. Thoughts tend to run out of the box. Different from many outwardly focused extroverts, we innies usually don't care to conform with society's rules, preferring to make their own. The mind of an introvert is fertile ground for the development of innovative ideas. Bill Gates, Mark Zuckerberg, and Steve Wozniak are certainly great examples of this. So basically, without introverts, we wouldn't have Microsoft, Facebook, or half of Apple. A remedy for anxious people. Why did I say remedy? We attract people because they feel more at peace in our presence. We have a peacefulness that can help diffuse difficult situations. Our non-reactionary responses help us and others in crisis situations. Sometimes introverts are magnets for anxious people because they seem to breathe more deeply and slowly around introverts. Have you ever noticed that people actually breathe differently around you? This is due to our calmness that we radiate from ourselves, even to the outside world. Power of observation. While they may be the quiet ones in the group, one of the greatest strengths introverts possess is their keen power of observation. Introverts have an ability to pick up on the feelings of others by reading between the lines and interpreting what is not spoken. They often can bring an emotional person to talk who mostly hides feelings and emotions. Strong leaders. If introverts are not very outgoing, you might be wondering how they keep in touch with everyone as a leader. Well, here's the answer. While they may not be openly conversational in larger groups, introverts are great at developing deeper, more meaningful connections with employees and clients in a one-on-one setting. This genuine relationship building makes an introverted leader more in tune with each member of the team than an extroverted leader might be. Introverts are very mindful about their inner world, and it helps them to maintain a keen concentration. The ability to concentrate amid distraction further enhances the qualities that make introverts great leaders just to begin with. Problem solving is the crew of all good leadership, and according to research, introverts typically have thicker gray matter in the prefrontal cortex, which is the area of the brain where abstract thinking and decision-making happen. This leads introverts to decide after giving it great thought and reflecting on creative ways to solve problems. The best leaders aren't always the loudest and most noticeable ones, and the idea is that introverts can't make the cut is a dangerously misleading one. The best leaders are the best communicators, and the best communicators are those that know how to listen. We know from experience that we introverts know how to actually listen. Possess a great power to change the world. Abraham Lincoln, Eleanor Roosevelt, and countless other introverts have transformed society in their own unique way. The quiet nature of the introvert is not to be underestimated. And that, as introvert Mahatma Gandhi said, in a gentle way, you can shake the world. By unearthing our own unique gifts instead of trying to be someone that we're not, by recognizing that connection is often more valuable than charity, and by having the courage to give that which only we can give to the world, will drive the motors to change the world. Lastly, if you've been embraced by an introvert, feel honored. They don't just let anyone in, but when they do, their fierce loyalty, empathy, and attunement to the feelings of those around them make introverts some of the best friends and partners and world shakers anyone can ask for. Wear your introversion proudly. I hope you've gained something useful for yourself from watching this video. Let's keep walking on the journey of rediscovering attitude and shaping it to our development. Thank you for watching, and let's meet again with another productive video.